At the start of the story, we see a bar where people are having a good time drinking. A guy named Sergio walks into this same bar. Just as Sergio opens the door to come in, another man is stepping out of the bar. Seeing this, people start panicking and scrambling. Everyone nearby runs away from there. No one has any clue who fired the shot or from where. Within moments, the streets fall completely silent. Everyone inside the bar stands near the door. They don't know what to do now. Just then, a guy tries to call the police, but there's no signal on his phone. When the others check their phones, they find there's no network on theirs either. Seeing this, everyone inside the bar holds their breath and drops to the ground out of fear, so the snipers can't shoot them. It becomes clear to everyone that stepping outside the bar is like inviting death. They're freaking out because two people got shot right in the middle of a big city like Madras, but nothing about it is being shown on TV. As soon as they look outside, the two bodies are already gone. Nobody really knows what's going on here. That's when Setor says he thinks someone has kidnapped all of us and doesn't want any of us to get out of here. Then Sergio says maybe one of us is a terrorist. Hearing this, a man named Nacho quietly hides a black bag with his foot. While doing this, Sergio spots him. Now Sergio is convinced that Nacho is a terrorist and that there must be a bomb in his bag. But these people don't listen to him. And when the bag is opened, some clothes and a hard drive come out. Elena asks Nacho what's on the hard drive. Nacho says there's nothing on it that could hurt anyone. He asks everyone whose briefcase this is. Then Sergio says, "This briefcase is mine, and if anyone tries to mess with it, I'll kill them." But right then, a guy named Andre pulls out his gun and points it at Sergio, but Amparo was scared to open the briefcase. Then a beggar named Israel opens it, and all the ladies' stuff spills out from inside. Sergio says, "I have to sell all this and deal with people." These guys somehow manage to open the door and go into the bathroom, where they see a heavy-set man passed out. Actually, at the start of the story, this guy had come into the bathroom coughing a lot, and he's been unconscious there ever since. So we see a bunch of army officers outside, all wearing masks. When the people see the soldiers, they get really happy and start calling out for help. These soldiers have brought a big pile of tires with them, so that place has been sealed off, and now no one can go there. The people trapped inside have no idea why the government is lying. The government itself started the fire. They saw us but still aren't coming to get us. That guy says, "Don't come near me and don't even try to kiss me." Right after saying that, he falls down dead, dropping his phone from his hand. Then Israel, smiling, places coins over the dead man's eyes. People wearing virus protection suits are there, and seeing this, Nacho understands that the person who died was infected and lost their life because of the infection. It's possible that more people here might have gotten infected now. That's why the government has sealed off this place, and they won't let us leave no matter what. They're still watching us closely, and if anyone tries to get out, they'll kill them. So we have to call for help from inside. Nacho calls one of his friends. Nacho's friend tells him to quickly call any media person and tell them everything. But just then, Setor climbs onto the table to talk on the phone. He snatches the mobile from Nacho and starts helping. Andre asks Nacho for the phone again to get a signal, but the bar owner Amparo refuses and tells him not to touch the phone because it belonged to that infected guy who died from the infection, and the phone is infected too. Sergio and Andre totally agree with what the bar owner said. Basically, it means dance, and anyone who's hooked up with this guy or used this phone is infected. There are 5 people who did this. Now, these 3 are all the same. If we were going to get infected, we'd have been infected by now. But Andre pulls out his gun and tells Elena to stay away from him or he'll shoot her. Then the bar owner, Sergio, and Andre both threaten everyone with their guns and say that. But right then, Andre fires a shot, forcing them to agree to his terms. All 5 of them head down to the bunker with the dead body, and the bunker door is shut from above. She climbs the stairs and yells at the 3 people outside to open the door, but no one listens. While standing on the stairs and banging on the door, Trini loses her balance and falls down, which makes the bottles fall down and break. The water inside the bottles starts flowing to one side. That's when all 5 of them realize there must be a way out down below. As they lie there, so Israel slathers oil all over his body and tries to slide down through this drainage. But the hole in the drainage was really small, so he couldn't get through and got stuck. Then suddenly, these people, they see smoke coming from upstairs, and seeing that, they realize someone must have killed the 3 people up there and set the whole bar on fire. Then the trainee goes upstairs to check on the others and tries to open the bunker door. So as soon as Trini touches it, her hands start burning and she screams. After that, they bandage her hands, which gives Trini some relief. Meanwhile, Israel is still badly stuck in the drainage. A few hours later, the fire is completely put out and they decide to go upstairs to the bar. When they get upstairs, they see that the bar has been totally burned down to ashes. Just then, they notice some people outside trying to, but Nacho stops him from doing that. He says if those guys see you, they'll kill you. So, our advantage is to stay hidden here for a few days. But the good thing was, the people who were sealing off the place outside had already left, and the messages were coming on the phone of the infected guy, who was an army officer. Alina picked up his phone and checked WhatsApp. He had written that he still has 4 more injections left. These people understand that the injections he has are actually the vaccine for this virus. Reading this, everyone feels happy thinking that this vaccine might work, but still, deep down, they have some doubts. Right after that, suddenly someone calls on that phone, but before Nacho can pick it up, the phone's battery dies. Now, these guys try to charge the phone somehow. Nacho finds a gun there, but they didn't find any vaccine there. That's when they remember that this guy was the first one to go to the bathroom. When they get to the bathroom, there's Israel already sitting there with the vaccine in hand, and everyone else yells at Israel. So Israel first takes out a syringe and starts injecting himself. Then Nacho points his gun at him, but Israel still goes ahead and injects the vaccine into his body. After that, between Nacho and Israel, but because she had a bandage on her hand, she couldn't hold the vaccine properly, and just then it slipped from her hand and fell into the drain below. Now these people get worried again and think that one of us has to... After that, oil is applied all over Elena's body, and they start forcefully pushing her into that tiny hole. After a lot of struggle, she finally falls down into the drain. They search for her in the drain water for a long time, and finally, Elena is... Just then, Nacho throws a wire down to Elena and tells her to tie the vaccines to it so he can pull them up. But Elena flat out refuses because she knows there are 3 people upstairs, and the vaccines too. Elena tells everyone that if you want the vaccine, you'll have to come downstairs. I'm not gonna use this vaccine right now. I'll keep it safe with me. Once you all come down, then we'll sit and decide. While these guys are busy breaking the hole, Elena starts looking for a way out. After walking a bit, she spots some light up ahead. First, she hides the injections in a ditch nearby. As soon as they come down, a fight breaks out again between Israel and Nacho. This time, Nacho tries to snatch the gun from Israel, and he actually manages to take it. Just then, they hear gunshots from underwater, and Nacho comes back up. They start telling each other that Nacho killed Israel, but Nacho says he didn't kill Israel. Israel just swam away somewhere. Still, these people don't believe Nacho because they realize Nacho is lying to them. Now, Nacho says that we have 3 vaccines, and if I kill Sitter, we can easily share the vaccines with each other. But Elena refuses to do that. She says, "Don't kill Sitter. I'm ready to give you the vaccine. One of us 4 is bound to die anyway. I'm the oldest among you all, and I've already lived my life." So she tells those dancers to just shoot her so you all can easily get vaccinated together. Meanwhile, those people start hearing noises from the spot where Trini had killed herself. When they go there, they see that someone has placed coins over Trini's eyes. Seeing this, they realize what's going on. Both of them quickly run towards the stairs and start climbing to save themselves from Israel. But just then, the injection Alina has slips from her hand and falls down. Now, since Israel also wants to kill them, so now Elena couldn't go back to pick up the injection because if she went down, Israel would kill her. Then Israel grabs Nacho by the foot, and that's when Nacho realizes he won't be able to get out. So she opens the drainage cover and climbs out. As soon as she steps outside, she sees a lot of people and notices that the government has sealed off the entire area ahead. Just then, a woman takes off her jacket and puts it on Elena, and that's where the story ends. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give it a like.